Hello my darlings, and welcome back to my channel and to another video. So this one I think will definitely excite you because I not only have amazing summer fragrances for you, I have the cheap ones. So for anyone on a budget or for anyone who do not want to splurge on super high-end fragrances at all but still want to smell unique, great and for a long time, this one is for you. So I have some oldies but goodies, and I just want to remind you to go ahead and purchase them because they're brilliant. I also have some that are quite unique and not many people talk about it. So yes guys, before we jump into it, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also of course follow me on Instagram, and let's jump straight into it. So I do have a couple of fragrances that I do not have the bottles of. However, I did own them. I used to wear them quite a bit. So the first one is from Versace, and this is Eros PERFUME. And this one that I definitely do prefer is the Eau de Parfum version. It's beautiful citrus woody fragrance with some florals. It's long lasting and I find it to be very well blended and classy. The bottle is beautiful as well. So I think if you are on a budget but you want something that is fresh but very sophisticated with beautiful woody undertone and citrusy enough that you can feel refreshed for summer, this one is going to be perfect. And another from Versace is Bright Crystal, and this used to be my signature fragrance when I was younger, when I was going to college and to high school even. I really love that fragrance. This used to be always my wish list when I had birthdays and stuff. I always wanted people to get me that one. And again, the bottle is beautiful but the vibe is different than Eros. So Eros is more like citrusy woody, as I spoke earlier, and this one is ultra feminine. It is floral fruity with beautiful aquatic tones. To me it's so transparent, it is so lightweight, and the scent itself is just gorgeous. I know many people can fight me here that there are so many fragrances like that on the market, but for some reason Bright Crystal is just amazing for me. And again, the bottle is so nice. So the original Eau de Toilette is not the longest lasting. However, when it comes to the nose structure, I do actually prefer it over the Absolute version, which I used to wear as well. But yeah, the Eau de Toilette is perfect for summer. So the next fragrance that I used to own and used to love is from Hugo Boss, and that is Ma Vie. And again, the bottle is super cute and pink. However, I wouldn't say it's the best quality because when you touch it, it feels a little bit cheap. But still, it doesn't really matter because the scent is very nice and very interesting because there's a cactus note to it. So basically it's a floral, leaning a little bit fruity and a little bit sour thanks to that cactus. I really love that scent, and that one actually did last on me quite well. So I highly recommend it if, again, you don't want to splurge much but you just simply want to smell good and summery and feminine. I think Ma Vie is going to be fantastic. And another recommendation from me to you, which is super inexpensive, and it will actually dethrone Dolce&Gabbana Light Blue Intense from this list. It is something that's very similar, and actually it's way more complex, and that is Moschino I Love. Super old fragrance. I think it's been around since I was in high school or maybe even earlier. I used to wear a ton of it. I think I went through at least 7 bottles in my life of that fragrance. I must say the projection is great, the sillage is great, and it does last, even though it's just an Eau de Toilette. I haven't worn it for a long time, so I'm not sure if they reformulated it and, you know, the longevity is different than it was, but as I remember it, it always had beautiful sillage and everyone could smell you. The structure-wise, it is very similar to Light Blue. However, I would say it's slightly less citrusy and it is sweeter and a little bit more fruity punchy in the dry down. So yeah, if you want something a little bit more sweet and definitely cheaper than Light Blue, go ahead and get yourself Moschino. And last but not least, from the fragrances that I do not have with me, is another fragrance that I used to wear a ton, and also my mom used to wear it. And this is such an inexpensive fragrance that is a gem and nobody really talks about it. It's absolutely amazing, and it is from Burberry, and it is called The Beat. Another fragrance that is super old. I don't know, I think it was released in like 2011 or something. I might be wrong, but I think so. And that fragrance is so good. It is slightly spicy, it has cardamom to it, it has some woody accords, and beautiful, beautiful tea note. So it is refreshing, but slightly spicy. It has some florals to it as well, which makes it feminine enough that it's not really unisex. I really, really love it. This longevity on me, it was moderate, with moderate projection, but if you overspray, you will surely be smelled. So yeah, Burberry The Beat, nobody really talks about it, and even though it's old, I still think it's very contemporary. Cardamom and tea scents are very, very in at the moment. Maybe thanks to Gris Charnel as well, from BDK. So yes, definitely Burberry The Beat is going to be your summer option to that Gris Charnel note structure. Highly, highly, highly recommend. So yes, now we can move on swiftly to all the bottles that I have in here. And I'm going to mention quickly things that I mention always, and I'm not only referring to the one I have here, I'm referring to the whole line, which is most of cases are brilliant in that line. And I'm talking about the Dolce line from Dolce&Gabbana. Here I have the Garden, which is the most dense and coconutty frangipani fragrance. Very milky, creamy. So gorgeous, so gorgeous, and this one is definitely long lasting. Another very long lasting one from the range, which I also do have, but I don't know where, I think I left it at my mom's house, is Dolce Shine, which has mango, it has some aquatic notes, and also it has tuberose to it. So it's very, very beautiful, fresh, interesting at the same time, with that mango and tuberose touch. Beautiful two fragrances. There's a new one that was released, which is Dolce Lily, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, the whole line is not expensive, and in general you will surely find something for you in there. Beautiful, beautiful compositions, terrible bottles, but you know, that's that. Okay, next fragrance that I don't wanna shut up about during summertime is Kenzo World Power. This is Eau de Parfum concentration, and here we have cypress, tonka, and salt. Gorgeous fragrance, guys, gorgeous fragrance. So potent and so long lasting. This one is definitely more unisex leaning, still being very, very sweet. If you love salty accords, you're gonna love it. And yes, it's a massive compliment getter, not too expensive, and definitely a favorite of mine from the whole line. The whole line cannot exist if I have this. So yes, this one is incredible, lasts so well. So I highly recommend checking it out. I personally love the bottles. You know, I'm a massive fan of Evil Eye. So yeah, I'm definitely drawn towards it. I know people hate it, but I personally love it. So there we go. That is my recommendation from Kenzo. And of course, we have to mention some Zara, right? So for me, the best range of fragrances that Zara has is Jo Malone collections. Of course, you guys keep asking me to review the oud ones that just came out, and I promise I will purchase them and I will review them for you, at least some of them. But for now, for like straight up summer fragrance that I adore wearing, but also spraying around the house on the sheets, it is just incredible. This is Jo's Rhubarb, which again, not many people talk about. I adore all the citruses that she makes. She is, to me, Jo Malone, she is the queen of citruses, and she did a fantastic job with Rhubarb one, with Vetiver Pamplemousse, with Amalfi Sunray, with Fleur d'Oranger. All of them, all these citruses from those lines of hers in Zara are incredible no matter what you get. I do recommend Rhubarb because it is a little bit different. You know, if you like Rhubarb note, you'll definitely adore this fragrance. It doesn't last too long, but you know, this is the beauty of citruses. Some do last, but most of them don't. So yeah, you just respray and you'll be fine. But at least you're not spending hundreds of dollars on a citrus like, you know, you would with Tom Ford, let's say. So yeah, Joe's Rhubarb, fantastic. Okay, what do we have next? Something that is, again, so old, but I feel like those older fragrances that have been released in early 2000s, especially the ones that have been released for the summertime, have such an impact. I don't know if it's just memories that I love them so much, or they are simply really good. But yeah, this one is another one that you just have to have in your collection, and that is L'Impératrice 3 from Anthology collection from Dolce&Gabbana. This, I think, is the cheapest Dolce&Gabbana fragrance that they have, and I actually personally adore this bottle. This bottle is the best. This is so clean. It really looks like some great private collection or niche line of a designer. Love this one. And the scent is incredible to me. It's, oh, I just smelled it and I'm like, oh, good memories. This used to be my day-to-day, but also a party fragrance, my go-to vacation scent. It's so good. It does last not too bad for an eau de toilette, and it actually does project really good for the first hour or two. So yeah, that projection is definitely here. And this is basically a aquatic fruit bubble. It is melony, watermelony, just so yummy, but with a fresh touch. So yes, L'Impératrice, actually, let me spray a little bit on myself. What also is great about L'Impératrice is that it meshes so well with heavier fragrances, and I can make any heavy woody oud fragrance lift up so much because of this one, and it goes so well. I'm actually wearing a very heavy oud underneath now, and I can smell how they just go together so good. So yes, L'Impératrice is gorgeous alone if you just are, you know, out and about, but if you want to make it heavier, get some oud to it. You will not regret it. It's gorgeous. All right, another one that is actually a new release, but I actually think it's not too expensive and it's so good. I think it is gonna be my another mention in my Buy This Not That video because it's so worth it, and that is Bronze Goddess Nuit, and this is eau de parfum, and to me it is so much better than Tom Ford Soleil Blanc line because it's so much cheaper. First of all, doesn't last worse, actually it lasts better. It is beautifully creamy. They added such beautiful tones to it that it's just so summery and beachy, but it has slight darkness to it at the same time. Beautiful coconut fragrance. If you love such coconut scents like I do, I think you're gonna love it. These, to me, Dolce Garden and this one are slightly similar to each other, but Bronze Goddess goes into that Tom Ford Soleil Blanc direction. Yeah, as one of you guys made a good point, Estée Lauder owns Tom Ford, so yeah, they're very similar, just saying. So yes, that is Bronze Goddess Nuit. All right, to all my rose lovers, I think this is the best beautiful rose for summer, and this is Nina Ricci Rose Extase. And first of all, the bottle is gorgeous and it actually is sturdy and nicely done, because Ma Vie has actually the same color and it's not as nicely done, but this one is nice and heavy, you know, and the cap is also metal, which I do like. And this one is just such a beautiful rose. It is maybe slightly in that Delina vibe, but really not too much. To me, it's more of a jammy, peppery, vanillic rose in here. Very, very beautiful and definitely appropriate for the summertime. Even though it's just an eau de toilette, it does last very, very well on your skin. So yes, if you want a great rose, a great all-rounder fragrance with a good price tag, Nina Ricci Rose Extase is great. You can buy this one for the daytime and then go with the Absolute version in black bottle for the nights out, and you're good to go. Your 2 fragrances for summer and you're done if you love rose. So yes, that is that. Another fragrance that is definitely on a cheaper side, it is a niche brand from Austria, and this is from Love Me Hate Me, and it is called Suicide Blonde. Beautiful fragrance. I highly recommend this one. It is considered a gourmand. However, I really get that creamy coconutty feel to it from it for some reason. Even though it's not listed, I think, I do get that, you know, that kind of thing that we have in Dolce Garden. A little bit heavier and sweeter though, but yeah, that's the vibe that I'm getting from it. Also, it is a little bit similar to Eau de Jaune Intense from Fragrance de Bois, you know, that kind of vibe. So Suicide Blonde is beautiful for summertime. Again, you can wear it day to night, and this will be your great all-rounder fragrance. So yeah, you pretty much only need this one if you love such vibes. So yes, Hate Me, Love Me, Suicide Blonde, great fragrance. Now, I'm gonna just quickly mention this because it's so hyped up, I don't even have to talk about it, but it's still a great, inexpensive fragrance that you can find really, really inexpensive online. Burberry, of course. We have the Eau de Toilette version and London something, London Dream, I think. I only like this, the original EDP. It is gorgeous. It has strawberry to it. It is so, so nice. Ambery, musky, fruity, fresh, aquatic. Just summer in a bottle, but in a very, very fruity way. But not like tropical fruits, more like berry fruits, you know? So if you like more of those red fruits in your fragrance and musky tones, I think this will be a perfect fragrance, okay? And it lasts so well. So, so good on lasting power. So that is Burberry. And speaking of strawberry, I have another one that is beautiful. Unfortunately, I do not have the bottle yet. It's in my basket online and I forgot about it. And I wanted it for this video, but let's just roll with it, guys. It is from Boucheron and it is called Quatre, which is 4. And it has gorgeous, gorgeous strawberry note to it with citruses. So it is that beautiful mesh between fresh, soury citrus and gorgeous berry tones. Lovely, lovely. Of course, there are some florals in here, which make that fragrance actually a little bit more mature. But in general, it's very wearable. It's a greatly rounded fragrance that lasts very well. I really enjoy that fragrance, I must say. There's also the Nuit version and the rose version and the blue version that just came out, I think. So there's everything for everyone within that range, I think. But if you want to try them out, I definitely recommend starting with the original so you know what the whole DNA is about. But yeah, if you love strawberry, I think Quatre will be perfect for you. Perfect. And the bottle is beautiful, which matters to me, definitely. Now, I want to mention 2 fragrances that are so underrated, like so underrated. The first one is such an old fragrance. It was released when I was born in 1992. Can you believe it? And this is the one and only Jil Sander's Sun. And guys, this is such a deep balsamic vanilla ambery fragrance with tropical florals. It might be a little bit like ooh at the very beginning, but trust me, when it is on your skin, you're gonna be in love. You're just gonna be in love. It's not really that scent and lotiony. To me, it's a fragrance that you can wear day and night, and it is very unique. Till this day, I think it's so unique. It has a slight oriental touch to it. because of that amber and balsamic tones. Great one, just a great one, guys. And also so inexpensive, like so inexpensive. You can find it online, of course. Everything that I can find within my capacity, I will link below with the best prices for you. So yes, Sun is amazing. And the newest Sun release is a Parfum version, which is the Honey Musky Bomb. I love it. This one lasts forever on you. It's so strong, so potent. It is actually incredible. And the price, guys, is ridiculous. I think I paid like $20 for it. Maybe not even. For the full, how much is it? 125 ml. And look how much I've already used up. So I love it. I really love it, you can tell. And yeah, the longevity is great. It's very sweet though, very, very sweet. It's not like the original Sun at all. It's completely different. But I think this one is a hit, absolute hit. So yeah, guys, if you want a great summer fragrance, like a great summer fragrance, go with Jil Sander. They have other ones, but the original and the Parfum version with this like dark orange cap are the best. So that is that. And now I have only one fragrance left, but this one is something that nobody talks about, which is ridiculous because to me it's such a great scent. Such a great scent, guys. And it is so inexpensive. And it is from Swiss Arabian, and this is the Shaghaf Woman. And this is beautiful for summer. I remember first, I actually have it here. I remember first smelling it, I think 2 or 3 years ago. And I wasn't really that sure of it, but now my nose has changed immensely and it is gorgeous, just gorgeous. So this one is a fresh gourmand floral scent. You have praline here, you have green apple, you have some peony if I'm not mistaken. It's also slightly musky. It is just beautiful. It's a fresh, sweet fragrance, but unlike anything I smelled, you know, everybody, including me, I do admit, when it comes to Swiss Arabian, we mostly talk about Shaghaf Oud and stuff like that. But the brand has so much more to offer. It's insane. So yes, I absolutely adore this fragrance. Again, unlike anything I smelled. I cannot even compare to anything, this one, because it is fresh and a little bit sour from that green apple. It is very feminine and sophisticated from the florals, but it's also yummy and sweet from the praline. So yeah, beautiful scent. Just a beautiful scent. You have to get it. The longevity is incredible and the sillage is also great. And again, the bottles. I really like these bottles from the Shaghaf range. They're very beautiful, they're very sturdy. The cap is plastic, but it does look very nice on the counter nevertheless. So yes, it has my stamp of approval, 10 out of 10 fragrance for summertime. Nothing like deep and oody here. This is straight up beautiful female fragrance that you can wear all year round, but it will definitely shine in summertime. So if you want something inexpensive but gorgeous, just gorgeous, you have to have it. So yeah, that is Shaghaf for women. And last but not least, we also have another from Swiss Arabian, which is Musk 07. And I've talked about it quite a bit already. And this to me mainly is a pomegranate musky fragrance. It has gorgeous fruitiness to it, but also it's quite sour and fresh and so strong. I adore this fragrance to bits. This is such a good release. Again, I cannot really compare it to anything. To me, it's so unique, so special, lasts for a long time, and you cannot go wrong with it. The price is slightly higher on this collection. I'm sorry, I only have a decant of it. The price on this collection from Swiss Arabian is slightly higher than these fragrances, but it's still inexpensive and still so worth it. So get it, guys, when you can. I will link everything below. And that is it for today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to give it a thumbs up to help me grow, and also please subscribe, and see you in my next one. Bye.